The surgery was a lot. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was not ready. You don't really know until you do it either. So you can watch my videos, you can watch the next woman's or the next guy's video about their experience, and until you actually have it done, down, I just don't know, baby. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Iris, and by the title of this video, we are going to be doing the much awaited, highly procrastinated Q&A video on my BBL. So if you're interested to know anything that I went through regarding my recovery or the actual surgery itself, please stay tuned. I got a little surprise for you guys at the end, a nice little body reveal or whatever. So if you want to see that too, just stay tuned until the end. So the first question is, what's my height and weight? So I'm 5'10", and the last time I weighed myself, which was yesterday, I was 138, super skinny and tall. What is my BMI? So my BMI is 19.5. A lot of surgeons don't even operate on women that are below like upper 20s BMIs. So yeah, I got lucky. So yeah, my BMI is 19.5. One of the most popular questions is, did I gain weight from my surgery? And the answer to that is, I'm gonna say yes and no. I wasn't intentionally trying to gain weight, even though my doctors and coordinators suggested I gain 15 to 20 pounds for my surgery, but I didn't intentionally do that because I've never been 140 pounds or more. So I knew if I gained 15 to 20 pounds on top of my standing weight, which is 135-ish, it would be a lot harder for me to keep that weight on after surgery. So I didn't gain weight. They just used what I had, which is, I'm perfectly okay with that because I didn't want a big old ass anyways. You know, as a small woman, it's very easy to look like an ant with this surgery. And baby, that look is so 2016. Okay, the natural BBLs are coming in. So yeah, I did not gain any weight. And I wouldn't suggest skinny BBL patients to gain weight either. Like, just use what you have and just build on that in the gym. The next question is, who is my doctor? So my doctor was Dr. Zach. He works at 4 clinics, and one of those clinics is his private practice. So he contracts out of 3 in Miami, and then he also has his private clinic. So yeah, I went to Dr. Zach. The next question is how long I was in Miami for. Total, I was in Miami for 7 days. I went 2.5, 3 days before my procedure. My procedure was on a Monday, February 28th, and I flew into Miami on Friday the 25th. That Monday, the day of surgery, and until that Friday, I was recovering. So I left, I want to say 4 days post-op, 4 or 5 days post-op. Next question is, did I go to Miami alone? And yes, I did. But I wasn't completely alone. I stayed at a recovery house, so there was other women, and of course the caretakers were there, so I wasn't solely recovering by myself. The next question is, where did I stay? And I just hinted on that in the previous question. I stayed at a recovery house. The name is Body and Curves, and I really enjoyed my time there. If I was getting surgery in Miami again, I would stay at Body and Curves. It was so comfortable and homey, and they took care of me really well, and it was very clean, and it was overall a good experience. It was definitely the move for post-surgery recovery. So the next question is the cost. If you're not prepared to spend at least $10,000 total at the minimum for your surgery, this probably isn't the surgery for you, because this is an extremely expensive surgery. Not just the surgery itself, but the supplies that you need to get and the recovery and everything you have to do for months afterwards. It costs. Recovery house was like $1,200 or $1,300, and then you have to pay for massages, and you have to pay for your fajas and any accessories you need, like a backboard, an outboard, lipo foams, the BBL pillow, and anything else you might need, compression socks. You're gonna have to buy a lot of stuff, and you're gonna have to keep buying stuff. It's not a one and done deal, honey. I've gone through like 3 or 4 fajas, and I'm not even 3 months post-op, so definitely get your money up. So my surgery was $7,000, and at the time that I booked it, which was June of 2021, they were doing a special. So I booked my surgery through 305 Plastic Surgeries, and at the time they were doing a $1,200 credit if you put $500 as a deposit on your surgery. It brought my total down, but I did end up changing my dates twice and my doctor once. My original doctor was not Dr. Zach. I was going to go with another provider at 305 had on contract, even though he's no longer there. But then I saw Dr. Zach pop up when they added him because he's fairly new to the 305 family, and I really liked his work, so I switched to him. And if you don't know, you can switch your dates, but the first time you switch it, it's free. And then how many other times you switch it after that, it's $500 extra. I did end up spending like an extra $1,000. So I guess that $1,200 credit was like just null because I ended up paying full price anyways, just because I ended up switching my dates because I got COVID and then life got in the way. But yeah, that's the cost. Next question is, was it scary? Absolutely. If you saw my vlog, you saw in the beginning that I said I was like shitting so much because I've had like so much anxiety. This was my first surgery ever, and I was just fucking scared. Brazilian butt lifts, women are dying all the time, whether you're in Miami, Colombia, the Dominican, wherever you are, people are dying from this surgery every fucking day. Of course I was scared. I had never had surgery before. I've never been put under anesthesia. Like, I was terrified, but I'm fine, so it was okay. The next question is, how was the pain and or swelling? Y'all, I'm still dealing with swelling to this day. Like, my legs get swollen, my ankles, my feet get swollen. Like, if I'm drinking too much alcohol, if I have too much salt, I blow up like a fucking balloon. It's not cute. My waist gets all big. Like, I don't look good. Like, I don't feel good. So definitely, you know, increase your water intake and minimize your sodium and your alcohol intake. And in terms of the pain, I wasn't into too much pain when I got out of surgery. That was the most painful the most pain I'd felt with the surgery. So day 2, 3, 4, whatever, all those days afterwards, I was pretty okay. I just took my painkiller and I was chilling. But that first day, I would say it was a good 6 to 7 out of 10. Felt like I was working out and then I got hit by a car. So it's like, imagine you going to the gym for the first time and then you get hit by a car. Like, not in your car either. Like, you're just walking to the parking lot and the car just comes and just hits you. That's how I felt. But it was okay because it was only like a day. Next is, what medication did my doctor prescribe? So in terms of painkillers, my doctor did prescribe a Percocet, and he also prescribed an antibiotic for any infections in case, an anti-nausea medicine. Every doctor does not prescribe Percocets. So if you have a lower pain tolerance, a lower pain threshold, I would advise asking beforehand, before you book, if your doctor prescribes strong enough painkillers for you, because there are some doctors who only prescribe Tylenol. And so if you want perks, just be sure to book with a surgeon that will prescribe you perks. If you don't mind, then you can pretty much book with whoever. How many lipo scars do I have? So let me see. I have 1 on each side, so that's 2. I have 1 right on my mons pubis, so that's 3. I have 1 in the middle of my back, 4. And then I have 1 above each butt cheek. What is that? 6. And then I have 1 right at the top of my butt crack. Yeah, so I have 7 total. Next question, which is also another super popular question I've been getting, is how long I have to wear my faja. So you're going to be wearing it for at least 6 months. The first 3 months you have to wear it for 24 hours. And then after that, the next 3 months, you can go to wearing it for 12 hours. The next question is, have I sat down yet? So I'm going to say yes and no with that one as well. I'm currently sitting, but I'm on my BBL pillow. Your doctor will probably tell you you can sit at 4 to 6 weeks. Personally, for me, I felt like that was too soon. I'm gonna go 12 weeks. Now yesterday I did have a facial, so I had to lay down, but like 1 to 2 hours, and it wasn't bad, and it didn't even feel that bad. It felt pretty normal, like I was just on my booty, which I'm glad I waited this long, because the last thing I want to do is sit too early and then lose all your fat. I paid too much money to lose my booty, so I'm not listening. If I don't have to sit down on my butt, I'm not going to. I'm gonna continue to take my BBL pillow wherever I go, and if people want to look at me, they're just gonna have to look at me. So the next question is, how was the flight back? The flight back wasn't too uncomfortable or difficult. I just sat on my BBL pillow as I'm sitting now, and I also flew back first class just so I would have more space in my chair as opposed to business class or economy. I would advise either buying first class seats or buying a whole row of seats so you can have ample space, and you're not crowded and squished next to people, because you can't get super comfortable fresh out of surgery while you're flying back. But yeah, the flight back wasn't too bad. When I felt like I needed to get up and walk, I would walk up and down the plane, because you're gonna have to do that anyways for like the first 2 weeks. You need to get good blood circulation to prevent blood clots. So yeah, I just sat on my BBL pillow and I just walked around on the plane. Super simple, super easy, nothing complicated about it. And I wasn't in any pain either, because I took a perk before I got on the plane. Okay. So the next question is, how long is the healing process? And healing can take up to a year, for being totally honest. It takes a long time for your body to settle and really get used to its new shape, and your skin has to retract back to the muscle, and your skin also has to stretch, in your butt to accommodate the new volume. So it can take quite a few months. It's not something that in a week or two you're good. You're not good. I'm gonna let you know, you're not gonna be good, okay? Like, I still don't feel normal. Physically, I still do not feel normal, and I don't see myself feeling normal probably not until the end of this year, beginning of next year. So if you're generally healthy, I wouldn't be too concerned about how long it's going to take you to heal. Your body's going to take care of itself. Your body's going to do what it needs to do to feel better. For some people, that's 5 months. Some people, it's 9 months. You just gotta let it do its thing. And the last question is, how are you feeling? Like, I've been in a very weird headspace. Like, some days I look in the mirror and I love how I look, and then other days I look at myself and I'm like, yo, Iris, what did you do to yourself? Really? You paid for this? Then the next day I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm a baddie. Oh, I'm finna steal everyone's mans and everyone's wives. I'm stealing everybody. I'm the baddest, okay? Some days I feel like that, and some days I don't. It's like, no, it's really hard to explain. Physically, I'm just taking it a day at a time. Mentally, it's been a roller coaster. Here, we'll see the first week of recovery. I was extremely emotional. I got my period the next day. I was in pain. I was sad. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Like, I was going through the motions, y'all. I was going through it. I was like crying. This is so much. If you have any more questions, you can just comment them and I will just answer them in the comments. Or you can follow me on Instagram at simply_Iris. Just send me a DM and I'll get back to you. If you made it this far, we're going to be doing a body review. If you saw my BBL vlog that's on my channel, that purple dress, I'm going to be wearing that. I'm going to try that on just so you can have a very accurate comparison to how I looked before and after. So if that's something you want to see, stay tuned. So yes, you guys, that is how everything turned out. If you guys liked what you've seen, follow me on Instagram at simply with an I_Iris. If you're having surgery, good luck, happy healing. I hope you get the body of your dreams. Until next time.